Good evening. Hi, Daisy. I gotta show Daisy. Hey, girl. You love me? Daisy, do you love me? She does. She doesn't look like it right now, but she does. I'm sitting here cuddled up with my pillows. Here's the background pictures. I'm in a little itty bitty hotel in Gunnison, Colorado. And I'm gonna do a collage of videos. They're all crummy videos. You guys, whoever watches me knows. They're all crummy. I pan too quick and it's blurry. I get dizzy rewatching it myself. Oh well. Not everybody can be perfect. I'm learning. So I headed from Arizona. I was going to the Petrified Forest National Park in Arizona. And I thought, I have a day before I have to meet up with my sister-in-law kids and kids in Moab. So I'll just tootle down and go see that, spend the night there. And then Jenny said, okay, we're on the road. And I was like, oh no, I've mixed the days up. So I packed my life up very quickly into my truck and took off. And didn't get to see the Petrified Forest, so I'll have to come back for that one. So I went to Moab, stayed a couple days in a little cabin, no running water or anything. It was really cute with my niece, nephew, and sister. And it was great. We hiked for 2 days. We went into, I think it was Canyonlands National Park. And we got the kids' first stamp because I bought them books that they can put the national park stamps in. So they caught that bug, I think. If not, oh well. Whatever. It's a feeble attempt buying books for them to let them get into what I'm into, which is national parks right now. So we hiked. We did Little Wild Horse Slot Canyon, which was epic. I will do it again. We didn't actually finish it. We did an hour and some change in and an hour and some change back. Into some of the parts in that canyon were so narrow that it was maybe a foot across where our feet were at, and then it would widen out. And at one point, a teenager that wanted to pass us, he just shimmied up the side of the wall, and we essentially walked under him. Like, it was that tight. And so I have a little bit of footage of that, not a whole bunch, but I'll put that in there. And we saw an ancient 1,000-year-old granary that was in the national park where natives hid their grains and their goods, their precious goods, and they would hide it and mud up the door so that no one could see it. And it was like 1,000 feet off the floor, off the ground, that we hiked up to. Almost died. Some sweet man, a younger gentleman, was standing there just looking at the view, and I was turning the corner, and it was maybe 3 foot wide, the place where you could walk, and then it was like literally 1,000-foot drop. And I'm pretty sturdy feet, steady on my feet and agile, but I just accidentally stepped in some loose gravel. And I began to slide down. And he grabbed me and almost ripped my shirt off, which I did not care. And essentially saved my life. I was so grateful for that guy. I was like, thank you so much. And then he stayed there while the kids and I all held hands and walked across. It wasn't a real scary, one of the worst things we've ever done. But it was just something you had to be mindful. And I just made an accident and slipped. So, praise the Lord, I'm still here. Let's see here. So, on the road trip home that I started today, I went to the Black Canyon National Park, and that was really beautiful. And you're going to see some footage of that. Before that, let me back up. I also got some footage of the Goblin State Park in Utah. It's just the weirdest little rock formations, and that was really fun. Just letting the kids run and play around and that was like our first day, so it was kind of getting our feet wet with hiking. I think it was our first day. Anyway, and then I went to the Black Canyons National Park this morning. I literally was on the road and there was a sign for it. I didn't know I was actually going to hit it. So I was like, yes, please. So I took the road, went and saw it. And then I got on Highway 50 that was going to take me to, what state park is that? National Park. Oh, Sand Dunes National Park. And shh, neighbors are being loud. So Daisy's barking at him. Sand Dune National Park. And I didn't get to go. Daisy, be quiet. Be quiet. It's okay. No, it's okay. Sit down. Sit down. It's okay. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Shh. 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 She keeps boofing every time I say shush. Shh. Shh. Sit down. Now, sit. Good girl. I love you. Give me a kiss. That's good. Okay, lay down. Anyway, let me finish my thought. So we get on Highway 50. We're going to go to Sand Dunes National Park. It didn't work. I got stopped and they're like, oh, we got some work construction we're doing up ahead. And they were letting the locals get through, but not us. I was getting really angry. I'm like, what the heck? So I was there a little before 3, I think, until almost 6 o'clock. Just sitting in 34-degree weather, wind whipping, snow on the ground, up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere, in a pass, up on 50, before Gunnison. And it was frustrating. I called people. I did have reception, so I was able to watch a few shows and call people, but it was too cold to do anything. Like, I didn't want to get out of the truck and reorganize it because it's a mess. It was just too cold. So me and Daisy just sat there and she slept all day. And then you're going to see a video that I pass through when they finally open it. And you'll see in the video that the walls of the canyon are dark in color. And then you'll see light beige wall. That's new wall. It collapsed. And the boulders filled the road. If you look closely in the video, you're going to see dirt and dents and stuff in the road because the mountain collapsed down on the road. So wherever you see light colored on that crummy video I made, that's where it let loose. And it's a lot of letting loose. And you're going to see piles and piles of big, massive boulders. So it was deadly. And I was like, oh, I'm so grateful that I stopped. Like, not that, I mean, I could have, bulldozed my way through and they'd have called the cops. But what I'm saying is, like, I was angry, but I'm really grateful that they were there to clean up that mess and that those boulders didn't hit my truck. So, now I'm in Gunnison. This morning, my road trip was going to be 18 and a half hours to get to Missouri. I've been in the car since like 9 o'clock. And I just got off the road and it's like 6:30. And I still have 16 and a half hours left to go. I made no real advances on my road trip. And before I would have been like, row, and I would have driven into the night. I would have been like, no, I got to drive till 10 o'clock at least tonight to actually make some, to progress. I got to chip these hours away. But I was like, no, this is just how the dice rolled. God's in charge. What's there for me in Gunnison? Well, rest and catching up and little contemplation, reading a book, read the Bible. I'm just not in a hurry, and I've basically made all my plans in pencil with what little plans I have made because I'm so sick of getting off work for this month. And I think, I'm just going to get up, read the Bible, go exercise, take a walk, and get things done. And then it never works out that way. And I'm like 4,000 miles later, driving here from Timbuktu to see all my friends. I'm like, it's just not happening. It's not. And I just really feel like I just could not make it happen to hang out with my sister-in-law. And then lo and behold, she's taking the kids on a hike. And I'm like, hey, I can make it to Utah for 2 days. And so I'm kind of winging it more than I I've usually planned the mess out of my vacation time, my month off, but I'm just not this time, and I'm so grateful. But anyway, we're going to relax, take it easy, and I'm just so happy that I had that vacation. I'm sorry the videos are so crummy, but I will get better in time. I will learn how to do this better. The animals I've seen so far in Colorado, animals are elk, chipmunk, mountain goats, and a bald eagle. Just majestic, just flying over the truck, and just that big white fanned tail and that big white head, and just makes me feel pretty darn patriotic. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the collage. Bye. There's Daisy on the trail. Go look up. My dad, right? That arch is where we're eating lunch. This altitude's rough on me. That's where we came from. Over there. Quite a nice drop-off. Daisy's just trucking along. There's cairns everywhere. That's the pile of rocks leading to the path. It's gorgeous. See the hole over there? That's Paul Bunyan's potty. Hello! So we just hiked up here. These are basically grain. What would you call them? Not silos, but grain.
We call them granary, but they're
granary.
They're silos or root cellars.
That's where they kept their stuff away from the animals that might live down here. Look at that. It's hazy today, so you can't see far out, but man, it's gorgeous. We're in canyon lands.